This is Basia today. Seems like everywhere you go, you see these massive planters with flowers in front of restaurants, malls, just about anywhere you go. So 2 years ago, my neighbor was moving and didn't want to take these pots with them, so they gave me 5 of these beautiful big planters. They're extremely heavy, so you really have to be careful where you place them because they're heavy to start with and then filled up with dirt and plants, almost impossible to move. So you have to be sure that you find the spot where you want them to sit. So this is my first one. This one is actually on my deck, and it's sitting on a platform with a slot where I can slide saucer underneath it to catch any drainage. So for this one, I have gotten this knockout rose tree. This is double knockout pink, and it really is doing well here. So it's been in this pot for about 2 months now, and just thriving. And at the bottom, I placed some vincas, and had to buy very, very small vincas because there's not that much room, and you want those to grow into the pot. The one thing to remember is to always check the bottom for any growth that's coming out at the trunk and anything along the trunk. So I'm hoping that it continues to do well here and come back next year. And as we go along, I'll need to do some pruning at the top, at the crown. This second pot, just like the other, is sitting outside by my deck in the flower area. I did place it on top of 2 paver bricks so that it drains properly and doesn't try to sink into the dirt. And this one has the oleander, and it's been in here since toward the end of April. Has bloomed once, and lots of new growth. Is going to do it again. The only thing with these trees, when you see new growth at the bottom like this, right in here, all that has to come out. There's some more coming out here. This third one is sitting next to my garage. I have another flower area here, and for this one I did put this one on top of a couple bricks as well so that it doesn't sink. You can use gravel, but I didn't have gravel, so that's what it's sitting in. This is a very hot side of my house. Gets the southern exposure, and so until I decide on the permanent resident of this spot, I'm just putting annuals in here and some perennials. This guy right here is a ornamental pepper, and then I have some, there we go, down in here is this is a canna lily, a red one, and it's coming back from last year. And of course the big one right here, that's a perennial as well, and this will come back next year unless I choose to relocate it somewhere else. Here is pot number 4 of matching one, just like the other 3, and this one I have sitting in front of the house, close to the house, and southwestern exposure, gets a lot of sun. I have some grass, the ornamental grass in this one, and in the springtime there are tulips planted all around the grass, so they came up, and after they died off, since I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it and get the permanent plant in here, this is what it looks like now with some marigolds all around. I also sprinkled some verbena seeds, but I don't see them coming up yet. This is the last of the 5 pots, and it's the tallest as well as bigger in circumference. It's sitting in front of my house in an area where there used to be a tree. The tree had to be taken down, and there's still a lot of decaying roots. This pot, I have to place four bricks underneath this one because the area is sinking. And the plant that I've selected to live in this one is Japanese pencil holly. It's an evergreen, and hopefully it will survive the winter and come back taller. Should grow to about 4 to 6 feet, so we'll see how it does. And at the bottom, just annuals, just to make it more showy. And that's one thing I'll be able to do, is change the flowers that are growing on the sides of the pot.